The Great Dismal Swamp. It's got this really cool name. It's like something out of literature. It's played such a fantastic role in American history. It overlays Virginia and North Carolina. It continues to be an area that is under tremendous growth pressures as large metropolis and urban sprawl continue to put pressure on this massive and essential ecosystem that ultimately ends up in another terrific landscape and ecosystem, the Chesapeake Bay. I'm Adam Putnam. I'm the CEO of Ducks Unlimited, the world's leader in wetlands and waterfowl conservation. Farmers and ranchers, all working landowners, are essential to the conservation movement and certainly essential to Ducks Unlimited's mission. And so we can't accomplish what we do without that partnership, without that tailgate trust of America's farmers and ranchers who allow us onto their property, who partner with us, who exchange best practices for being profitable and sustainable in the most basic sense, but also sustainable in a way that means that family farm, that operation, that acreage is going to be productive, not just for the short term, but for generations to come because it's done the right way. We were pleased to be able to work with our partners at Farmland Partners and look at their portfolio of parcels of farmland across the United States and where those parcels also happen to be in critical conservation areas. And one of the first that really bubbled to the top of that priority list was the Great Dismal Swamp. Not only is the Great Dismal Swamp a spectacular habitat for waterfowl and for migrating birds, but for wildlife across hundreds of species. So wildlife, waterfowl, plants, this is a really essential landscape in the eastern United States. And it never would have been on our radar if it hadn't been for the accessibility and the open-mindedness and the commitment to conservation values that Farmland Partners shares with Ducks Unlimited.